Hey there partners, today we're going to be tearing down an Acer C733T. To start things off, we'll first need to remove the 12 Phillips head size PH0 screws from the back panel of the device. Be sure when you're removing the screws from the back, you lay them out on your project mat in the order that they were removed to remind you how the device goes back together. If you're using an iFixit project mat, you can use the included marker to write down where the screws went. Now, we must remove the back cover. The easiest way I've found to do this is with the hinges facing towards your chest, pull down the gray rubber bumper and start to separate the back panel from the device. Once a gap forms, you can place a plastic pick or your fingers in the gap to keep the device from clipping back together. Now, once your fingers are in the gap, you can start running your pick or finger down the edges of the device, popping the plastic clips. Once you get most of the way through, the back panel should pop off. With the back panel off, we want to ensure that we're safe by first removing the battery. This is one of the most important steps in the teardown repair process for any electronic device, as it avoids causing damage to the device or causing harm to yourself. I'll start by removing the tape that's covering the connector for the battery. Once I have the tape removed, I can pull back on the white tabs on the edges of the battery connector to unplug it. Be sure you're only ever prying on the battery connector and not the plug on the board. Once it's unplugged, you can lift the battery up and out and set it to the side where it will not be damaged. Now, we must unplug all of the internal connectors. These include the display webcam cable, speakers, keyboard, touchpad, USB-C power and the USB-C board ribbon cables, as well as the antennas for the Wi-Fi. Pry off any tape securing the cables, being careful to not rip the cables out of the sockets while you're doing so. If you have to, hold the cable in place while you're ripping the tape off. The speaker cable removes the same as the battery connector. Pull back on the two white tabs on the cables and do not pull on the cables themselves. Now the keyboard can be unhooked. Being careful, pull back the retention arms on either side of the keyboard connector. They only go back a little bit and they will release the tension on the keyboard cable. Once the retention arms are pulled out, you can slide the keyboard cable out of its connection. Now to unplug the touchpad, go to the touchpad ribbon cables and pull up on the white retention clip. Once the clip is up, you can pull the cable out. Now you can unplug the USB-C power cable, the same as the speaker and the battery connector. The USB-C ribbon cables can be quite tricky, as their latches are backwards compared to the others on the board. On the opposite side of where the cable plugs in, lift up on the retention arm until they flip up. Once they're flipped up, the cable should be loose and you can pull them out. The antenna cables are only held in with tension, so you just need to grab a cable and gently pull straight up to disconnect it, being careful. Now we must pull the cable through its plastic hold down, so we can separate the display from the body of the device. Last but not least is the display/webcam touchscreen connector. Lift up the retention arm and lift the cable out of its socket. Now, you can pull it through the plastic retainers that hold it to the keyboard assembly of the device. Now the next step before we can remove the display from the keyboard assembly is to remove the screws from the left and the right hinges. There's two screws on the left hinge to be removed. Once you have those screws removed, you can flip the device around and remove the two screws from the right hinge. Once the screws are removed from both hinges, being careful, partly open the Chromebook and then close it. You should notice that the hinges lifted up, and now you can pull them further back. You want to bend the hinges to about 90 degrees. Once you have the hinges bent about 90 degrees, you can lift up the keyboard assembly and roll it out from underneath the hinges. Now the display assembly and the keyboard assembly should be separated from each other. With the display assembly removed, we can now move on to the internal components. Next up, remove the Wi-Fi card. Remove the one screw retaining the Wi-Fi card down and pull it out. Next, you can remove the one screw that's securing the USB-C board. Once removed, you can move it off to the side and pull up on the black cable. It's adhered to the keyboard assembly, so be careful as to not rip it. Now, we must remove the 3 cables from the motherboard. Starting left to right, remove the screws and place them on your project mat. Once all the screws are removed, lift up the left side of the motherboard and slide it to the left. This will remove the motherboard from its ports. Once the motherboard is removed, you can now take out the touchpad. Lifting up on the black liquid protection liner reveals the 3 screws on the top of the touchpad, along with the bottom screw. Remove all 4 screws from the touchpad, and it can be lifted out. The last but not least is the speakers. They're not screwed down, but rather held in by plastic and its own wires. Be careful and remove the right speaker, and then follow the wire along, unclipping it from the plastic clips. Once you have the wire completely snaked out, the speaker should be free. That's it! You successfully removed all the serviceable components from an Acer C733T. These parts include the display assembly, the keyboard assembly, touchpad, motherboard, USB-C board, Wi-Fi card, battery, and speakers. Thank you.